Hey guys, we're back for some more standard. Currently rank about 669 Mythic. So I've been doing some more games with the mono white aggro deck on my tablet today, and kind of what I found was the deck was doing really well against mono red, against other forms of aggro. Mid-range is just doing really well. And the one kind of area that it had a little bit of trouble with was like Domain or Blue-White Mill or like Esper Control, basically decks that run a lot of board wipes. So one minor change that I made to the deck here is I did shave one copy of Warden of the Inner Sky. I cut the Skrelv, and then I cut one copy of Resolute Reinforcements to make room for 3 copies of Invasion of Gobakhan. Now this is a card that I've used before in my Boros deck, and it worked really well at not only pumping up all the creatures, but also being able to deal with threats like Sunfall. Even, if you play it early enough, if you're on the play, it can be really good against like Temporary Lockdown. Yeah, so this is great against board wipes or just really, huge problem cards. And I'm excited to try it out, see how it goes. So I think that you would be totally fine if you wanted to leave the deck the way it was, but I've just found that, at least in the kind of mid to high Mythic, top 1200, I am running into quite a few control matches, and so I think that this might be really good. So we're going to check it out, and let's jump into some games. If you're new to my channel, thank you so much for stopping by, and I hope you like my content. If you do, please consider subscribing, maybe dropping a like or a comment, or maybe showing my video to a friend of yours who might benefit from it. And then for all my returning viewers, thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate you. Your support means the world to me. Okay, so this hand looks great. Got a lot of stuff kind of going on here. Okay, so up against Boros Convoke. Yeah, Bunnicorn's a great draw. So let's go ahead and lead out with Veteran. So this way on turn 2 we can go like Warden plus Lurker Bat, and then go ahead and scry and start setting up Warden. What we could also do, another consideration would be to play Bunnicorn on turn 2, since the Convoke deck doesn't really have any removal. So that's a possibility. And I think, kind of the main consideration is, do we want to go ahead and scry with Warden? Bunnicorn is kind of nice here because it does stop all their 1/1s. Now, there's a decent chance that they're probably going to be going into like a Knight Errant. So if they have Knight Errant, Bunnicorn isn't super great, but we can also make it like a 5/5 next turn attacking, which feels pretty good. So I think I'm actually going to go for the Bunnicorn play here. But I wouldn't fault you for going like Lurker Bat plus Warden into scry. Okay, and this was great because the Bunnicorn was able to hold everything back, so that's exactly what we wanted. Now we can go ahead and just drop all 3 of our 1-drops here, and then scry with Warden and get in for 5. And Lantern Flare is going to be great, especially if they're able to resolve like a 4/4 or something, or a Bunnicorn, so I think that's a great card to keep. Yeah, they're just going to pack it in. So I'm really excited for Murders at Karlov Manor, the new set that's coming out, and yeah, I'm very excited to be doing some limited next month. So I hope you're excited for limited also. But yeah, I think that this deck is going to be a great deck to use. Yeah, this is certainly fine keep. To not only try to hit top 250 Mythic, but also for like jamming in Standard next month. I think even with like the new cards coming, this deck is just really doing well. So against Selesnya, like their money cards are going to be Calyx, so we're going to definitely want to take that if at all possible. But yeah, I think that like against this deck, like where you kind of get into trouble is if they have like really strong hands with like Kami of Transience into the whatever enchantment that gives +X/+X. That's kind of how they can kind of get out of hand. Calyx also can just completely totally go off. So let's take a look upstairs and see what they got going on. Yeah, Michiko's Reign of Truth. That's what the card I was thinking of. Their hand is completely stacked, so yuck. Like I want to get rid of their entire hand. What's the biggest problem here? So like Weaver is really nasty because then they can like copy Michiko's Reign of Truth for ridiculous amounts, or copy Spirited Companion. Calyx is obviously a problem, but I think that like I want to get rid of Weaver here, actually. I think Weaver might be the biggest problem. Okay, so they drew the land off the top for Calyx, which is annoying. And I think part of the reason we feel like sort of okay with leaving Calyx is because we can, I mean, they're going to be able to get in for a decent amount now that they have Calyx, because they can go like Michiko's Reign of Truth, Spirited Companion. Maybe we should have taken Calyx. I don't know. I feel like Weaver could have gotten out of hand. So, at any rate. Let's go ahead and get Adeline going. And then next turn we can play Steel Seraph to get invasion out of the way. So yeah, I think that was a tough call. Like, because I definitely, maybe Weaver would have taken too long to kind of get started. So it might have been better to get Calyx, you know, knowing that they have a decent chance of drawing land. And Calyx is definitely one of the cards that just completely takes over a game. So yeah, this is pretty gross. Because now they can just make another Michiko's Reign of Truth. Oh my god. I think we have to chump here with Veteran. Because we just cannot allow Calyx to go unchecked here. So hindsight being 2020, I think we should have taken Calyx. All right, so let's go ahead and give Adeline flying. Now we can go ahead and finish off invasion. And the nice thing here is now we can use the Light Shield Array if we have to keep Calyx at bay. But yeah, like Calyx is such a busted card. Oh my god. Okay, so I think we got to use the Light Shield Array, and then we have to block Kami for enough to survive. So I think our blocks look like this. So we drop to 3, pop the array, everything that we have survives. Okay, now, all right, what's the play? So we get another Steel Seraph going, probably want Veteran. Actually, we'd have access to Eiganjo because of Adeline, so I think that might be relevant. We're gonna use our Seraphs to make Adeline fly and then get lifelink. So we'll get a decent amount of life back. I guess Veteran gives us like an extra life on the front end here. So we won't have access to Eiganjo, but I think we can take the swing. So let's do that. Okay, so now Adeline learns to fly and gets lifelink. Oh, I love it. And then I think we need, just because we're so low on life and they've got this crazy Kami, I'm not sure if we send with the other Steel Seraph. We might need that back to not die. I think like if they have something insane, they could have like some crazy play with Weaver, so I think we have to just play a little bit close to the chest. Because next turn, provided we don't die, we can hit them for, what is it, like 8, 11, 14, 15? So yeah, we just need one hit here on the front. Man, Gobakan was so great. It's really going the distance already. I'm so happy it's in the deck. So now we gain a life off the human token getting blocked. So we're gonna go up to 11. Our opponent is pretty deep in the tank. Or maybe they've just AFK'd. Okay, so they let the 1/1 through so we didn't gain the life. I suppose that makes sense. I don't think it's safe to Warden just because our life is so tenuous. We just want to hold everything back. All right, so they're pushing 13. Can we keep both of our Seraphs? I think so. I think if we block with like Warden plus Human plus Phantom, we have enough to bring this thing into the air, and I think that's... Now they're going to get to copy an enchantment here, so they probably copy... I guess it doesn't really matter what they copy. So we put 4 points of toughness in front of it, go to 1, and then next turn fly over for a lot. I think that's the play. I believe they've played a land already. So I think we squeaked this one out. And I guess let's, they have no way to gain life. Let's give our human token flying also for style points. Got there. Whew, that was close. So yeah, Invasion definitely did some work that game. But I think that, yeah, maybe taking Calyx would have been better. Like, we definitely almost lost because of Calyx. I'm not sure if how Weaver would have played out. Like, it definitely seemed pretty threatening. Like, Weaver plus Michiko's Reign of Truth is pretty nasty. And I guess we could have just, like, taken Michiko's, maybe? Maybe that would have been better. Anyways, yeah, leave it in the comments. I'd love to know what you guys think. Triple Warden. For some reason, Mono Red, like, seems to be worried about Warden. I have no idea why. It seems like a pretty bad card against them. Okay, yeah, we're definitely going Triple Warden here. We need land. Okay, that was pretty sweet, not gonna lie. And now, yeah, we're taking 2 in the air for sure, so I guess they could send a decent amount on the ground. I think we just send with the low Warden here. And hold everything else back. Alright, so no tricks. I'm going to go ahead and give them the option. I assume they're going to kill Adeline, but you never know. Okay, Lantern Flare is exactly what we needed. So I think we don't need it just yet. I mean, we're going to need it very soon, but I think we want to go Bunicorn and just put like a huge wall. We could also do like reinforcements here, but that doesn't feel quite as good. I think we go Bunicorn. And then we need to start getting these guys into the air. So I think we... God, are we at a point where we can tap out for Warden again? I don't know. Like, they're gonna have at least possibly 3 creatures coming in. So I think what we do is, since we've got Lantern Flare, is we just sit here until we're a little bit more secure. We're gonna be taking 2 in the air, but I think that's fine. And yeah, so I think we just sit this turn. They go for like the 4/4 Foundry. Okay, they're going for Scoundrel. Alright, they're trying to win in the air, and that's totally fine. Now we can go reinforcements. Actually, I suppose we can go Voice the Blessed plus Lantern Flare. Like, we're getting a little bit low. And I do want, like, the counter on this, I think. I guess we gain more life if we go for reinforcements. And reinforcements is also, I think, just a little bit more useful right now. So let's do that instead, actually. That also grows our Bunnicorn a little bit larger. And then I think we just main phase it so there's no tricks. Do we get in with our 6/6? I think we leave like the brick wall back, and then we can start working on Warden. Like slow and steady wins the race. Okay, we don't need planes. Yeah, and I think we just want the life right now. Pay 2. Gains haste. I guess we could do it like during combat next turn so they can't like bring it back and hit us. If we can get them to all in, that'd be pretty funny. But yeah, thanks to Lantern Flare, we're effectively at 14. Now we can start sending, I think, with Bunnicorn. We're at a healthy enough life total. We're going to have Warden as a 4/5. Yeah, that's going to do it. Whew. All right, yeah, this deck is on fire. This deck is just awesome. I am so happy with it. So let's take a look at the stats. Again, most of my games today, unfortunately, were on my tablet, so they're not going to shift over here for the data set on untapped.gg. But I think that the Invasion of Gobakhan is a nice addition, so it'll definitely help against control. Let's take a look. Okay, yeah, so we are at a 86% win rate, 19 wins and 3 losses. So yeah, the deck is doing fantastic against mono red, 6-1. And I'm not sure how it's reading. Let's see. I guess like the couple losses we've had 1 loss to mono red, 1 loss to mono black, and 1 loss to Jund, which was a very close game. I think it was off camera, but at any rate, yeah, just super happy with the deck. If you have the rares to craft this deck, you can just jam your way right to Mythic. Like, this deck is amazing. So anyways, thanks guys for watching. Again, if you like my content, consider subscribing, and we will see you next time.